Today, chat, the search for a playable Grixis deck continues. This build is a little bit more proactive than a lot of the other builds of Grixis that we've played, which I think is likely a leg up in its favor. We've got both Bonecrusher Giant and Nicol Bolas Ravager here as ways to apply pressure while also generating card advantage in this more mid-rangey control deck. We're also playing the Valki Release the Winds combo to play Valki on 2 and then Release the Winds Valki on 3 to recast it as a Tibalt. Something that I like that this build is doing that seems reasonable too is Murderous Rider is technically another card that is reasonable with Release the Winds. You can destroy something with Swift End, cast Murderous Rider, release the Winds, the Murderous Rider, and then replay it as Swift End again. So this has some utility with this card in addition to Valki. You can also technically release the Winds Nicol Bolas in order to make them discard another card, so in a pinch it kind of generates some card advantage there as well. So let's go ahead and dive on into some games with this and see, is this the Grixis deck the prophecies have foretold of, chat? Or will it just be another 3-color disappointment? Hey, Jetch Murray, thanks for the brand new tier 1 sub. I appreciate the support. Welcome. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to everybody. Got over 1,200 people in here for some historic. Great to see it. Interested to see what the results of the historic tournaments are this weekend. There's a bunch of SCG tournaments plus our own Hoaglandia Open. Fatal Push is uncommon. Ready to die in ways only Grixis can. Morbid Toast, good afternoon. Thanks for the follow, Chip. Huh. That shock probably means a Fatal Push, right? Could also just mean Death Shadow. It's good. Not playing this could be playing a little bit too scared. There's value in not shocking this here, though, too, because if they are Shadow, they could also be, if they are a Shadow deck, they could be playing Scourge of the Skyclave, so not damaging ourselves could be good. The old subscribe, follow sequence, the sign of someone who usually watches you on YouTube. Yep. Welcome to a live one. Ah, the old Grix. Name something more iconic, chat, than 2 players in the 80 percentages in Mythic and both playing Grixis. The old Grixis mirror in the 80%. This is where the real magic happens, chat. Listen to those top of the ladder players. Their fancy good decks. Yeah, I could definitely see Shadow's Verdict being better than, what's it called? Languish. Shadow's Verdict not hitting your, Shadow's Verdict not hitting your copies of, Nicol Bolas, also pretty nice. They were, in fact, holding up a Fatal Push on one. Hey, thanks, Silverus. I appreciate you dropping off the Prime. Wouldn't be here without folks like you. So this is the part where they flip their hands, can't play their Nicol Bolas, then we die. Feels like we've been thoroughly bigger fished here. I suppose if I draw untapped land, I can do this, release, kill this. Right? So you're saying there's a chance. Take a chance on me. Do. Hey, Thug, thanks for the brand new Prime support. Good evening, good afternoon.
Let make no mistake.
Well, boop. I guess. These actually aren't in my hand, so when they plus this Bolas, I have to exile land, which feels a little bad. Don't you tell me you top-decked a way to kill my Tybalt. Stop it. Stop mousing over him. Maybe they're wondering if they can +2 him. They can't, if they +2 the Nicol Bolas, they can't cast the cards. They can technically +2 their Nicol Bolas here, but it's just gonna give them an extra loyalty. It's not gonna let them cast things, because they don't have the emblem.
Eons ago.
Eons ago. They foretold a card. Could be anything, chat.
Let's play a little game.
That's actually a pretty good hit, because it means that if they go to kill Tybalt, I can release it in response. Voracious Hydra. It seems really slow for targeted removal, Kid Martian. I feel like I could see wanting spot removal, but I feel like I'd rather play something like Deccan Stone or Baffling End. Like usually you want spot removal to be kind of efficient. Wow, them killing this instead of activating their search seems really good for us. Grixis beats blue-white control. Not always. Might be wrong.
Let your weak minds crumble.
Could we have released Bonecrusher to kill their Bolas? Technically, but I think it's more important that I protect my Valki. Okay. 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 I have no idea how they win from here. I'm gonna put a stop on their upkeep, and I'm gonna go ahead and pass here. Yeah, our Bolas is borderless, so I played my Bolas. You don't want to flip your opponent's Bolas, chat. You'll have a real bad time. Okay. So I'm going to let them resolve this, because I want them to pick before I make my play. And then while it's still my end of turn, we're going to go ahead and release this Valki to the wind. And this is good because it triggers Revolt on Fatal Push, which lets me push this off a cliff. And then we can step on this so it can't kill this.
Mere scratches.
Yeah, protects them from killing the Valki. This one's in my hand. Exile that one.
My schemes are never ending.
Get out of my way. I'm burning up here.
Wait, did they just tap out? Okay. I get an emblem now. Okay. A couple of emblems could be scary.
Surely you can handle a little pain.
I'll try to come back for you.
Defiance is infuriating.
So we just gotta kill him before this Chandra emblem kills us. You got it. We get to play both Grixis decks. Yep. Got me. I mean, I have a bunch of threats here, right? So like, I don't think we're in danger of losing this game. Nah, we're fine. Their clock is super slow. Well, they take 2 damage to. I should probably leave the Valki in exile, because that one's not exposed to.
The world tree will be called mine.
Mine. Man, I thought we were gonna lose this game earlier. The Valki ulting is pretty good. That's the longest I've gotten to play with the Valki ult without someone conceding, chip. Longest Valki ult ever. The Valki ult is a heck of a drug. It really is. Bring in some counter spells. This kills Bolas at least. Grixis is pretty busted, chat. Did you know Grixis wins the mirror match 100% of the time? 100% of the time, Grixis wins the mirror. Perhaps everyone should play Hoots. I fully expect there to be plenty of Grixis in the Hoots tournament. There's a creature at my door, chat. Knock, knock, knocking at my chamber door. Actually, I think they were closing my door because they think I'm loud while I stream. Chat, do you think I'm loud while I stream? What? Excuse me? Do, 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 do. Draw. Gold Span Dragon. Wonder if that's in the main or if they boarded it in. Seems sweet either way. Hey, Jay Miller, thanks for continuing your sub gift. I appreciate it. I'll take the counter spell here. Stomp. Gosh, Bonecrusher Giant's so good, chat. You think my opponent enjoys being stepped on, chat? You know, honestly, I probably should have just cast this turn. They're playing Grixis, so yes. Yes, fine. I say that might have been wrong because they kind of lead a land. Yeah, that play might kill me here. Their Azcanta gets to flip now too. The treasure token on the gold span enables Revolt for Fatal Push. That's super sweet. Or did they miss the line? I think they missed the line. Okay, so I think I take their stroke here. And then we Valki plus release the wind. Oh, you brought me food. Thank you, Tiny Joe. Appreciate you. He brought me food, chat. Look at that. So we'll do this, not that this matters, and then we'll release. And then this gets to draw us a gold span dragon. Nice.
Make no mistake. I'm
All will bow before Nicol Bolas.
I don't think this works. It doesn't, right? It has to be exiled with specifically him. It's fine, though. It's kind of like a wash. I'm going to -3 to kill it regardless. Confirmed bigger Grixis fish, chat. Confirmed bigger Grixis fish. I like the suggestion of Shadow's verdict in the sideboard over Languish. That's a heads-up play. May the shuffler be good to you for the remainder of your days. Thank you for the 19 months, Bib. I appreciate the very generous tier 3. Welcome back. Alright, now that we've asserted ourselves as the dominant Grixis deck, chat, we'll see if we can do things against other decks. Ah, bring on the Espa, baby. See, chat? The percentages in Mythic, just bad control decks all the way down. We've got a type, and it's disgusting. Wow, Esper opponents hit 4 land drops. That's pretty impressive. Bart the Valki here.
Oh, so many painful memories.
Turn 6 Shark Typhoon's pretty scary. Really? They're not holding up Shark Typhoon. That seems so good for us.
Make no
Holy
mistake,
gosh.
I'm not nice.
Just wait for the time being. There's a reason to jam this aggressively. Just get that right on out of here, huh? Do I like Diablo type games? I used to. I don't know. I'm more narrative driven stuff these days for non-card games that I play. Probably a Teferi deck, right? Bring in this Noxious Grasp. There might be something to this Valki card, chat. Christy and I are probably gonna play the Diablo 2 remake when it comes out. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Diablo 2 remaster. Christy and I played Diablo 3 together when we were first dating. She never played Diablo 2, so I'm sure we'll play through that together when it pops out. The Magic Diablo style game has like loot box style payment mechanics, right? Is that my understanding of that correct? Not sure, just launching it, yeah. I mean, you know, you do you. They have Fatal Push Inverses. Well, I mean, I do have, like, Bonecrusher Giants and, like, Nicol and stuff. Listen, chat. Who among us has not felt like conceding when a second Thoughtseize gets cast in 2 turns? Come on now, be honest with yourself. And now Yorion, chat. Mythic percentages. Bad control decks. All the way down. On the bottom of the Abrade here against a Yorion deck. I assume they're a demonic pack deck. But I didn't expect the second Grixis Mirror. Listen, at 91% chat, I always expect the second Grixis Mirror. He's been reasonable. We played Jeskai, that was kind of mediocre to start. We played Bant Vornclick's Ramp, which was excellent. We played Naya Mutate, which was okay. It had some good games, had some bad. And it's been reasonable so far. About a half hour into this one. I'm gonna concede rather than show them what we're playing. There's a good chance they know, but like, it could be a couple of things that just red black lands. I think that archetype's super reasonable press pick. Good aggressively slanted mid-rangey deck. All right, Jund Sacrifice is again the most played deck in the SCG, the second SCG Satellite Tournament. Is 30% of the field. It only has a 61% win rate so far after the first two matches, though. %, running cold. Why is blue-white control popular? Gabriel Nassif. There are lots of Magic players that sit at home and think they're as good of a Magic player as Gabriel Nassif, and they are wrong. Time to splash Yars chanted by Grixis deck. Is blue-white control actually good? No, I don't think so. Blue-white, and we've talked about this on stream before. Blue-white control is a deck that there is a psychological bias in favor of playing it. In blue-white control, when you lose a game, it's fast and forgettable most of the time. And when you win a game, it's long and drawn out. So even if you're 1-1 with blue-white control, you probably spent 5 minutes losing and 30 minutes winning. So it feels much better than it actually is. Thoughtseize is a stain. I don't speak about my Grixis cards that way. What my Grixis cards ever do to you? So I don't really want to play Nikki B, because if I play Nikki B, he gets fetch land Fatal Push next turn. I think the red land's good here. If they don't give us something to negate, we'll just double stomp them. Thoughtseize has taken so many elves from me. Why would you take away my children? Sorry, I just noticed something in my F2K ticker that really annoys me. If you look, this F2K ad, Become a Partner, is a different size than the F2K Comnet banner. And I've never been so tilted. I'm pretty sure it was a slightly different size. Yeah, they're either different sizes or they're in different positions. Yeah, I can't unsee it. I apologize. Okay, so with that, now we can play this and they don't have Fatal Push anymore. Is that why Crokies is looking for a new streamer group now? I have no idea. F2K people don't really coordinate or talk to each other much. They're basically just an ad network. Playing these out also gets all the cards out of my hand here too, which is great. Got it. And like, honestly, exchanges like this really highlight why this card is so powerful in these control mirrors. Because like, my opponent still spent 2 cards to answer that, right? Which is great for us. Still a solid 2-for-1 no matter how you slice it. Well, I mean, the Twitch partner ad revenue silence isn't something that I have to like manually run, right? It's just like a small banner on my overlay. So like when I run Twitch ads, it's me taking a break to run an ad over the stream. So different kinds of advertising. Need one more for Valki here. Opponent probably just misclicked one of the 2x chat. It's not a big deal. We've all been there. Yorion blinking this Omen means they get to Fatal Push my Bonecrusher, which is cute. Hopefully we draw. Untap plan next turn and get to jam this Valki. Hey, Brace-tastic. Thank you for the 14 months. It's good to be back. I'm gonna hang tight here, but if they like play Nikki B, I want to discard this instead of Valki. No, yeah, has nothing to do with that, Silence. Well, it's not a land, but it lets us cast Valki this turn. Is that Ashiok? Gross. So Ashiok can technically exile Tibalt, but if this card doesn't dance a Rider, they can't afford to do that. They have to get rid of the Rider. Okay, we have a real game.
Come, create beautiful nightmares. Fade into the shadow.
Your move, Yugi boy. They need one answer, right? They need to be able to kill the Scavenger. Kind of surprised they didn't scry on their upkeep with the Omen of the Seas. Maybe a small mistake on their part here. If I hold up release, then I can't exile their Nighthawk and attack them. Prime. I used the release to flip my thing. Okay, we're in trouble here if our next card's blank. Hey, thanks for the 22 months, EV Reaper. So they're dead to a lot. Removal spells. Bonecrusher Giants. They're forced to block here. We'll hold the land in hand. That way Ashiok can't just exile one of my things from in play next turn for free. They are going to get to Scry 2 at end of turn, and potentially another Scry 2 as well. Exiled running lands. Very clearly great that we cycled when we did. Skillfully drew the spell in the middle of 3 lands. Bottoms up. Bottoms up. Yikes. They topped, so I assume they're not dead here if they topped.
My kin are
First time subscriber as of yesterday, long time lurker on YouTube, playing in the tournament on Sunday. First time doing anything sanctioned that isn't pre-release. Super excited. Hey, it's great to have you, Becker. It's a great first tournament to poke into. Low entry fee, minimum stress, no worrying about tiebreakers. Flat price structure, it's great. Good fun time. Should be a blast. Yeah, we have a lot of lethal draws here. How about a 5th land in a roach yet? I guess we technically drew Nicol Bolas in the middle. At this point, clock is lethal. Opponent is playing very slowly. I died very quickly in game 1, so probably not. They have 20 minutes on their clock still. We played Jeskai Bloodsun at the start of the stream today. It was a bit awkward.
All your fears are given for.
Oh, I think that probably means we're dead. Yeah, I think Historic is probably realistically less diverse than Standard in the competitive sense. Flipping Bolas actually doesn't stop us from dying here, right? Yeah, we're just dead. Yeah, pretty run bans there. We had like a 3-turn window where they could draw a bunch of different things. Opponent had scries to fill to the top of their deck, and we did not. You could take Bolas, take their Yorion, and use him to flip it back. Yeah, and then they just down-tick their Ashiok and kill us. Deck list minus HA4 cards are on my cardboard live here. The Jeskai Bloodsun decks, the decks we played in the past though, so you can find it up on my YouTube channel as well with a full deck list, including HA4 cards in the video descriptions. Ton of great both standard and historic decks up on my YouTube channel in different playlists. Foster Ghost, good afternoon, welcome to the channel. Push this one right off a cliff here. Hey, Colpuck, thanks for the 25 months. Oh, I suppose my sequencing here means this is going to end up with a counter on it, huh? A touch awkward. Yeah, we all have all 10 pathways now. Huh. You have a 1-drop to play as well then? No, interesting. I thought they were playing this for 2 so they could put a counter in here. Hey, Dean. Thanks for the Prime support. There's a ton of great people you can send that to every single month there on Twitch. Thanks for sending it this way this month. There's a misclick. So these have 2 abilities. Opponent obviously intending to pump this one. Messed it up there a little bit. Alright, what do you got? Show me your secrets. Conclave Tribunal's an interesting one. Yes, that's exactly correct, Grimmelden. X is 0 on recast with release. Lifelink on Murderous Rider, looking pretty good here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They draw Tempered Steel? They must have drawn a 3-mana play, right? You could have drawn a 1-mana play too, I guess? They drew Tempered Steel, yep. That's rough. Can't Thoughtseize the top of their deck yet. They're going to 2. Don't play a threat. Don't do it. Yeah, full control mode. Trying to think like what they could have if they're not on full control mode here. Oh, the Nexus activation technically is still there. That makes sense. Got it. I think I'm supposed to hold up Negate. See, that's some Twitch chat advice if I ever heard it. Okay, and that's another Swift End, right? Yeah, their creature land just did was giving them priority. Forgot about that because it was tapped. Yeah, I hadn't seen Murderous Rider in any other release to wins list. That seems like a huge mistake. Seems like a big miss/oversight from other people working on this archetype. Oh, I can release their snake. We just talked about X-Spells too, because I'm dumb, chat. Missed the play because I'm bad. Oh, it would still be a 2/2. No, yeah, I'd rather just get rid of it. Cut the counter spells and Thoughtseizes. Bring in more spot removal and sweepers. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Hey, thanks for the 25 months, Carlos. Welcome back. Good afternoon. We've broken the 80-player threshold for pre-rages for Sunday, up to 81. Sweet, we're only at 50 a few days ago. Wonder if we'll break our attendance record with this one. I'm interested to see how many last-minute signups we have. I don't think we'll cap, so there's no huge rush for people to sign up until the last minute. So I imagine we'll probably get 40 or 50 more people on the last day or so. Will every match be showcased? No. Generally speaking, we'll cover 2 full matches per round. We'll have 1 primary match, and then I have my buddy recording time-shifted feature matches. But we'll do the first match, assuming the first match isn't blue-white control, and it won't be because we control the feature matches. We get to pick what the feature matches are. We'll put a quicker one up front, and we'll pull a second from the back, and we'll watch 2 full matches per round, start to finish. For people that know they're going to play and haven't signed up yet too, you don't have to submit a deck list when you sign up and pay the entry fee, by the way, too, if you want to help give us an idea of how many people to expect. So you can submit a deck list using the player controller up until 10 minutes before the tournament starts. As an FYI. Was that a good draw, chat? If so, why? Please explain. Yeah, if you haven't used MTG Melee before, it's excellent. It's really good software all around. With this play, I think I actually just foretell here. You are not allowed to play Hoots from mobile unless your phone is capable of playing Magic Arena and screen sharing to Discord at the same time. Which, I don't know, maybe it is. Maybe you're living your best life, but... You want to hook your cell phone into a capture card to say you did it? Go for it. You know, I think I'm actually going to keep one of these. I'd like to play Bolas without taking pain next turn. Wireless mice. You Zoomers and your damn newfangled technology. My Logitech MX510 and I, we've been through a lot. And I would never dream of replacing my corded beauty with one of them newfangled cordless machines. They have Thalia in place, Derek. Thalia's symmetrical. Actually don't mind cordless mice so long as they have the option to be used while plugged in. I think if it's cordless but also can just like be plugged in at the same time, it's fine. Yeah, I think this build that our opponent's playing seems a little bit less good than the build that we played a bunch of on stream. Just registered for the Open. Haven't done an arena tournament before, but looking forward to it. Excellent. Make sure you're in the subs Discord as well if you are not already. I'd also encourage everybody who hasn't played in an open before or hasn't screen shared to Discord before, make sure you test your ability to share your screen on Discord before the tournament on Sunday. So that way you're not figuring out, it's very easy. Discord is great, it's just a couple of clicks, but just make sure you know where the buttons are so it's not you get called for a feature match on Sunday and then you have no clue what's going on. Yeah, I'm gonna be running long today, Hoffman. I'm planning to play in the Mythgard 1K tomorrow still. Did we win this game due to their Thalia? Yeah, quite possibly. Them cutting themselves off their 4 drops was big there. There are instructions on how the screen sharing works in the tournament sign-up details. If you're not familiar and you want it written down. My wife is an excellent tutorial writer, and she wrote it all out. Listen, is there anything better than seeing your opponent mulligan to 4 and then punching them in the face with a Thoughtseize afterwards? What a fair fight on a level playing field. I shared what I'm playing tomorrow in Mythgard. Yeah, I have. They're the decks that I've been playing on stream the last couple of weeks. Red, yellow, orange token, red, yellow, not red, yellow, orange. Green, yellow, orange tokens, red, yellow, mid-range, and black, blue, purple mid-range. The best tutorial is only as good as its worst reader. Sincerely, a teacher who writes stuff nobody reads. I mean, that's a really polite way to say every time you make something idiot-proof, they go and make a bigger idiot. You have to submit multiple decks. Yeah, the Mythgard tournament tomorrow is a multi-deck format. Similar to what Runeterra does. We are still waiting on 2 codes for Mythgard, unfortunately. But Chef, my unplugged computer won't run. What do I do? Asking the real questions. Yeah, I apologize to anybody that found that play revolting, but I really needed to kill that. I'll do it again, I swear. Well, shit. I think we're actually dead shit. Yeah, Grixis is the smaller fish in matchups like this. It's not particularly close. Yikes. Man, they mulliganed and we Thoughtseize them. We're just like, we're about to get trashed here. Alright, we need to draw our 3rd copy of Release the Winds. It is worth noting, and this is something I haven't been sure on, if either of those fatal pushes had been Bloodchief's Thirst, we wouldn't have had to waste Release the Winds, and then I would have had to Release the Winds for this Valki. So our selection of removal very likely lost us this game. And I've got a 3-2 split in favor of Fatal Push. Honestly, I could see this being 3-2 in the other direction or 4-1. And in general, Bloodchief's Thirst or Fatal Push has been a card that I've been pretty low on in this format in general. Yeah, not having your 1 mana removal spell be completely dead against the various control decks of the format is big upside. I mean, it's honestly not even just about fetches. The fact that there's so many planeswalkers in this format and Bloodchief's Thirst can target planeswalkers is a big deal. So it's not even just about being able to enable Revolt. It's the range on what the card can kill. Use a wired keyboard too. I do. I have a cherry something or other as a keyboard that Ranting Bob sent me. Von Kostoff, thanks for the follow. Good afternoon. Pretty sure it's worth stepping on this because otherwise it blinks and makes more later. Are they great and should we buy their stuff? If I'm being completely honest, I don't really feel like there's a marked difference between this really expensive keyboard and the cheaper keyboards that I've used in the past, which is not a particularly strong sales pitch for them. It works fine. It's not a bad keyboard. I just don't think I would spend the money that they cost on it. It might be right to hold up Dispute here for a, what's it called? Their 4-mana Doom Foretold next turn. Three-man Inspector, it definitely seems sweet in Doom Foretold. Yeah, I think that's what I have. MX Cherry or something like that. Those sound like words that describe my keyboard. I could imagine that being more useful in a gaming style environment. Cycle this now in case we get a Thoughtseize. Yeah, mounting screens on my wall seems not great with my ability to stand up and down. I think I just let this happen and Heartless Act the Yorion. Yeah, we've been thought distortion many times. Press a pick. was hoping to draw a land here. Cycling my second one might have been loose. If I had a negate here, I'd feel a lot better. Like Languished or something, or Wrath of God, I'd feel kind of bad. Captain Banana? Welcome to the channel. They must be trying to draw a sweeper then, right? Afternoon, Quahobro. Okay. Noxious Grasp is probably better than Grasp of Darkness, actually, because this kills their 3/4 and their Yorion. Mistake during my first round of sideboarding. YOLO. Let's draw Blue Source. Yikes. He asked for a claim ban, but then he also asked for Trinisphere. But why? Speaking of thought distortion, it's a whole death, Justin. So I can't just release the winds, because if they Doom Foretold me, I end up really sad. I need to hold up Negate for Doom Foretold here. And if they don't Doom Foretold, I can release the winds Valki at end of turn and then untap and have mana. I think this is fine. Because this casts the spell. One of these could be a piece of spot removal.
Bang. It won't help. It amuses me.
For fuck's sake.
My pain.
Nothing more peak Grixis than drawing some extra cards and still missing the draw. If they hit the land tier, they get to Elspeth Conquers Death by Tybalt now. If they miss on the land tier, we have a shot. JK, LOL.
My job here is done.
We're dead. This deck probably needs a 26 land. Feel like we lose more games to not having land than to having too many. Could probably just add a cycle land on, honestly. Yeah, honestly, the that card there is probably better for them overall. I think I'm gonna cut these fatal pushes. I'm gonna go in on Bloodchief's Thirst. I think I'd rather have a cycle land for the fixing Tumos. I don't actually have that many red sources. I think I'm only on 14 red. This is 8, 10. Yeah, I'm only on 14 red, so. The Valakut land spell is really clunky and slow. This'll probably won't be a surprise to my regulars, but believe it or not, this deck when it was originally sent to me only had 24 lands in it, and I added a 25th, so now we're up to 26. I should probably just start, I should probably change my rule that, like, decks I take from other people I add 2 lands to instead of adding 1. Usually people are greedy. Well, I hit play, and I don't have a hand to look at yet. Is the game just locked up? Oh, and now the music's gone. Okay. Oh, is it back? No. This deck's popularity with Oven is actually a big part of what makes Bonecrusher kind of a lackluster card in this format, because you don't get the upside of your adventure spell when they sacrifice their thing in response like this. I think the biggest deck lesson you've learned as a magician: play more lands. You'll lose more games to not having enough lands than you will to having too many. It is the middle of the month. Our opponents maybe was screwing around, and now they've decided they want to finish the top 1200, so they're tryharding. And I got 2 copies of Abrade in my main deck, Chip. Where are they? Oh, magic. The Gathering. Or just super mid. Honestly, it could be right to have for a breed in the 75. Murderous Rider's bad for much of the same reason as this. I leave a couple of negates in for their collecting companies. Well, can never beat that card in a million years, so I guess we'll take that one. I guess that's the one. Yeah, you could close this off of company, Brispic. Ooh, that's true, actually. Yeah, Mayhem Devil's symmetrical. Claim to firstborn. Alright, I'm gonna play Mythgard for a while. I'm off it. Alright, I'm looking forward to watching Casual Historic be played on Sunday. I think there's a good chance that Historic's a shit show with competitive Historic's a shit show. I'm excited for our more casual, laid-back tournament. We don't have round 3 yet for this, but like the first SCG Tour satellite for the weekend, Jund Sacrifice was the most played deck, and it had a 72% win rate. And for the second satellite, it went from 18% of the field to 30% of the field, and so far it has a 62% win rate. So, yeah. It's definitely a thing. Hoots, however, I'm excited to see what people bring here. This is, like I said, our tournament is structured in a way that doesn't incentivize really spiking super hard. So bring the deck that you love playing. Looking forward to people playing sweet things all day on Saturday. We'll be prioritizing putting sweet decks on coverage. And hopefully the SCG tournament will encourage WotC to clean up Historic a little bit.